The best thing is to get rid of him, get a big stick and hit him with it.
Queensland toads, they're everywhere you are. No matter where you roam, you can hear them from afar. They hop and they dance to every romance. Queensland toads, they're everywhere you are. In the cane on the road, there'll always be Queensland toads.
There are still quite a large number of the toads around, but not as big as they used to be. But I still love the animal. We often see them mating right here in front of us on the lawn. And watch them and just see how they act under different circumstances. And they give me a lot of enjoyment, and that's what I like about them. I definitely think they're a harmless animal, and nobody's got any right to fear about them.
Well, the cane toad's killing our wildlife not just by eating it, it's also killing it by being eaten by that wildlife. This death adder here, for example, has no sooner grasped this cane toad and it's dead.
The damage that he has inflicted on the natural environment itself, you take ibises, wild duck, they're all been affected by this fellow. As soon as they eat him, they die. I have seen snakes, taipans, death adders. You'd open them up, there'd be a toad inside them. He has definitely destroyed most of the natural habitat around this place.
I definitely think they're a harmless animal, and nobody's got any right to fear about them.
I suppose the female picks the best or the sweetest of those calls. And when she approaches close, the male will then grasp her into amplexus. And he does that by getting his very, very strong, and he pushes them into the just under the and on the thumb there is a pad. Pad is very, very sticky, so that when he the thumbs and his hands into the side of her, the grip is very, very strong and firm. Of course, it's important that this grip be strong so that he doesn't fall off and so that other males too can't. She takes him into the water and she exudes the eggs in long strands. And as they come out, the male releases into the water, which then is the eggs. And these eggs are either wrapped around vegetation, but usually it's just left to float in the water.
Don Juan says that some of the South American Indians, they when they get the mescaline out of the cactus, they say that and have it, that you actually start to see the world through the consciousness of the cactus, that you start to see what the world looks like from the eyes of the cactus. And the toad's the same.
I've had him attempt with my foot, I've had him attempt to with my hand, but most often I've seen him try and with hunks of mud.
December 27, 1959, on a dirt road 3 miles east of Bingle Bay, an adult male toad was observed during amplexus with an adult female toad. At least 3 factors appeared quite unique about this situation. First, the female was dead, and had been for some time. It appeared as if she had fallen victim to a car. The limbs were already stiff, abdomen greatly distended, and the smell of putrefaction about her. Secondly, of course, it appears strange that the male should be so intent as to fail to observe the female's condition. Thirdly, the time and place we encountered this pair was unusual. It was at 1400 hours on a sunny afternoon, but even more interesting was the location, the middle of the road. The sexual drive appears strong enough in these toads to explain his accepting her, but his continuance through a possible 8 hours of daylight seems rather strange.